The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of FRC Media, Bristol Community College, or the City of Fall River.
Hi. Oh, you thought it was the other David, but it's not. It's me. I'm here to introduce our special segment, Read Across America. We have a bunch of guest readers. Everybody's reading a different book this month.
Hello, I'm Leanne Breville, the Library Administrator at the Fall River Public Library. Today I'm going to be reading to you Never Let a Ghost Borrow Your Library Book. Book Care Guidelines from the Library Secret Service. And it's by Karen Castle. Property of the Library Secret Service. Didn't even know there was such a thing, did you? When you borrow a book from the library, you probably know that you can't keep it forever. Other kids want to borrow that book too. So while you have it, you must take care of it for the next kid. That's where the Library Secret Service, LSS, comes in. The LSS has issued very official guidelines, VOG, so that you know how to take care of your library book. Psst. Turn the page. VOG number 1. Let's start with the pets. Don't let your pets eat library books. Examples of pets include dogs, cats, turtles, hamsters, and inchworms. Basically, anything that eats and burps. Don't let your mom or dad munch on your books either, even if they beg you. VOG number 2. Do not let a baby drool on your books, especially if he's just eaten strained peas. Don't let the elves or orcs drool on them either. They have very smelly drool. VOG number 3. Do not drink or eat anything, especially the librarian's lunch, while reading a library book. Also, never drink alien juice next to your book. Alien juice stains. And it was been confirmed by the LSS Laundry Department. VOG number 4. Never, and I mean never, let a ghost borrow your book. Ghosts have a habit of disappearing. But pen, pencils, magic marker, and crayon marks do not disappear. Do not write in a book with anything. That's VOG number 5. And that goes for invisible ink too. VOG number 6. Do not take your books out in the rain or put them in the bathtub. You should definitely take a bath, however. The sooner the better. Rubber ducks are optional. If you don't know what optional means, ask your librarian to help you. Look it up in the reference section. VOG number 7. Also, do not leave your books out in the sun. They are sensitive to UV rays, just like you. And no, sunblock on books is not a good idea. VOG number 8. Do not dog ear, dog slurp, or dog slime your books. Use a bookmark. If you don't have one, use a slip of paper. VOG number 9. Do not use your library book as a tissue or a napkin. Do not make mud cakes and then touch your books either. Please, we're begging you. Ooh, yuck, gross, disgusting, by the way. Do you know what kind of book contains list of words that all mean the same thing? Hint, that book is in the reference section. VOG number 10. Don't turn the pages too fast because then you'll hear terrible ripping sound. Turn the pages slowly and wake me up when you're done. VOG number 11. When you reach the last page, bring the book back to the library, not the video store, not the toy store, and not Mars. And always return your books on time, every time, even if you don't know what time it is. Martians like to eat library books, and that's been confirmed by the LSS Special Ops. Pop quiz. Where is the best place to keep library books at home? A, the hamper with all your dirty laundry and stinky socks. Or B, the doghouse, an alien's favorite hangout. Or C, the freezer. Or D, a bookcase, table, shelf, or somewhere else that's safe. I hope you picked D. That's VOG number 12. If you did, you're an honorary member of the LSS for the day. VOG number 13. Hug your books when you carry them so you don't drop them, or hug them because you love them so much. Whatever the reason, hug them to keep them safe. VOG number 14. If you love a library book so much that you want to keep it longer, renew it. But remember, you still can't kiss it, even if you love it so much that you want to marry it. If you love the book that much, ask someone to buy it for you. Then you can smooch it all you want. Ask your mom, dad, Santa, grandma, the president, or your favorite movie star. Do not ask a vampire to buy a book for you. You don't want to be alone with a vampire. And that's been confirmed by the LSS Security Force. VOG number 15. Finally, and most important, drum roll please, read the book. Read it to yourself, to your parents, to your sister's smooshed up sandwich, to your stuffed animals, to space aliens, to ants, to your mom's cup of coffee, to your brother's freckle, to anyone or anything. Well, maybe not a vampire. See VOG number 14. Oh, we almost forgot. VOG number 16. Remember to say thank you to your librarian. The librarian cares for all those great books in the library that you love. And all librarians are members of the LSS. And they're glad that you love your books. Did we mention that you should read the books? We did, but it's worth repeating. Read the books. The end.
I'm Kyla Cabral from the Fall River Public Library, and today I am reading Tess's Tree by Jess M. Brailer and pictures by Peter H. Reynolds. This is Tess. This is Tess's tree. Tess loved to swing from her tree, play in its leaves, camp out under it. Tess loved her tree. Tess was exactly 9 years, 3 months, and 2 days old. Tess's tree was about 175 years old, and that's very old for a tree. The leaves of Tess's tree grew green in the spring and turned yellow in the fall. And long ago, the words Tyler and Max had been carved into the tree within the shape of a heart on the trunk of Tess's tree. Then one night, a storm blew hard and long, making the tree's old branches bend and shake. A big branch fell from Tess's tree. Then another one fell. Tess's mom was worried. She said the tree could fall and hurt someone. Not my tree, thought Tess. But Tess's tree was taken down. Tess was angry. She threw her toys, she screamed at the neighbors, and then she started to kick other trees. Then Tess was sad. She hugged the branch that used to hold her swing. She lay on the stump of her tree and she cried for a long time. Tess had to do something for her tree. She couldn't just let it go quietly away. I know, she thought, my tree will have a funeral. Tess invited friends, family, and neighbors to celebrate the life of Tess's tree. The invitation read, "You are invited Sunday at 11 a.m. to celebrate the life of Tess's tree." Tess set up chairs and helped the children of her tree dress up for the service. Then when the service began, Tess walked slowly to the stump of her tree and laid a flower on it, wiped her nose, and sat on the nearest chair. A neighbor with a white collar said, "We, friends and family, are gathered here today to celebrate the life of Tess's tree." Tess's teacher stood next to the stump and read a poem about a swing. "How would you like to go up in a swing, up in the air so blue? Oh, I do think it the pleasantest thing ever a child can do." Tess cried when she thought about her tree and its swing. Then a handsome husband and a pretty wife who looked like movie stars walked slowly to the stump of Tess's tree. "Dear friends of Tess's tree," said the wife, "I'm Tyler." "And," said the husband, "I'm Max." They looked at Tess and smiled. "Wow," Tess whispered. "It's them who wrote the heart that said Tyler and Max." "This was once our tree too," Tyler said. They each kissed Tess on her cheek. An older woman walked unsteadily to the stump. "My dear friends," the lady said, "this is me as a child." She held up an old photo. "More than 70 years ago, happy climbing among the branches of Tess's tree." "Awesome," thought Tess. The old woman turned to Tess. "I loved your tree. Here, please, this is for you." And she handed the old photograph to Tess. Tess's mother stood next to the stump and invited Tess to join her. She told the friends of Tess's tree how proud she was of her daughter. Tess smiled and thanked the people for helping her celebrate the life of her tree. That night, Tess looked out her bedroom window to where her tree once stood. She thought about her tree. She thought about what her tree had done for so many people. A last tear dried, and she was okay. The end.
My name is Richard Danner. I'm here reading The Bad Dog today. Bad Dog by Mike Bolt. Look what I got for my birthday, a pet dog. My dog has black and white fur, pointy ears, and a cute little nose. Her name is Rocky, and she's a bad dog. Rocky doesn't listen like good dogs. "Hey, Rocky, come." "Oh, come on, you can do it, Rocky. Come here, girl." See, Rocky is a bad dog. Good dogs like to go for walks, but not Rocky. And Rocky really doesn't like other dogs. She is great at climbing, though. Bad dog, Rocky, come down. Rocky doesn't listen. She is a bad dog. I'm teaching Rocky some tricks that good dogs do. Dog tricks for good dogs. Sit, Rocky. Stay. Rocky, fetch. Rocky, roll over. Shake a paw. Rocky is a good dog. Rocky is not a good dog. But Rocky isn't all bad. Rocky doesn't bark when the mail is delivered. And Rocky doesn't have accidents on the floor. She doesn't chew my toys, though she does like to play with my shoelaces. What else does Rocky like? Rocky likes to sleep in the sun, and sleep on Dad's chair, and sleep on Mom's clothes. Rocky really likes to sleep. I thought Rocky liked to play in the water. But she is not a fan of bath time. Come down, Rocky. See, Rocky still doesn't listen. She is a bad dog. With black and white fur, pointy ears, and a cute little nose. You know what? I think Rocky would make a pretty great cat. Well, most of the time. That's the end. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Joyce Pincinall. I retired a couple of years ago from the Fall River Public Library, and I'm back, at least for a short time. I'm going to read you one of my very favorite books, if not my very favorite. It's called The Giving Tree, and it's by Shel Silverstein. Once, there was a tree, and she loved a little boy. And every day the boy would come, and he would gather her leaves and make them into a crown and play king of the forest. And he would climb up her trunk and swing from her branches and eat apples. And they would play hide and go seek. And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. And the boy loved the tree, and the tree was happy. But time went by, and the boy grew older, and the tree was often alone. Then one day the boy came to the tree, and the tree said, "Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and eat apples and play in my shade and be happy." "I am too big to climb and play," said the boy. "I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" "Oh, I'm sorry," said the tree, "but I have no money. I have only leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city, and then you will have money, and you will be happy." And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples, and he carried them away. And the tree was happy. And the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy, and she said, "Come, boy, come, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy." "I am too busy to climb trees," said the boy. "I want a house to keep me warm," he said. "I want a wife and I want children, so I need a house. Can you give me a house?" "I have no house," said the tree. "The forest is my house, but you may cut off my branches and build a house, and then you will be happy." And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. And the tree was happy. The boy stayed away for a very long time. And when he came back, the tree was happy. She was so happy she could hardly speak. "Come, boy," she whispered. "Come and play." "I am too old and sad to play," said the boy. "I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?" "Cut down my trunk," said the tree, "and build a boat. Then you can sail away and be happy." And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a tree, and he sailed far away. And the tree was happy, but not really. And after a long time, the boy came back again. "I'm sorry, boy," said the tree. "I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone." "Oh, my teeth are too weak for apples," said the boy. "My branches are gone," said the tree, "and you cannot swing on them." I am too old to swing on branches, said the boy. My trunk is gone, said the tree, and you cannot climb. I am too tired to climb, said the boy. Oh, I'm so sorry, said the tree. I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left to give you. I am just an old stump and old. I am so very, very sorry. I don't need very much now, said the boy. Just a quiet place to sit and to rest. I am oh so very tired. Well, said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could. Well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, come. Sit down here and rest. And the boy did. And the tree was happy. And that's the giving tree. Thank you. Be kind to yourself and others. Thank you.
Hi, I'm David Moquin. I work in the children's room. And I will be reading Book's Big Adventure by Adam Lehrhart. Book's Big Adventure. Book was new. The cover was bright and shiny. Its home on a prominent shelf. Book had many adventures in a car, at a picnic, during bedtime. Book was happy. One day, Book was moved to a different shelf, a lower, less friendly shelf. Over time, Book's cover faded. The title grew hard to read. Book went on fewer and fewer adventures. So sad. Day after day, Book sat on the new shelf. It watched as other books arrived and left on adventures of their own. Book was lonely, forgotten. It wondered if its travels were over. It longed for one last adventure. But Book's cover didn't have bright pictures of knights or princesses or fancy cars or fast trains, So no one noticed it. Book sat on its shelf, longing, wishing, until it was bumped. It tumbled. There it sat day after day. No one found it. Book began to lose hope. One night, a light slashed through the darkness. A kind face leaned in. Book was picked up, dusted off, read. Book felt hope pour through its pages. Was this its next big adventure? But then Book was dropped, covered, and there it lay, silent, sad. This wasn't a fun adventure. Book was about to give up when suddenly Book was chosen again. Given, received, loved. Book went on many new adventures, to a museum, to a basketball court, even Book's favorite place, a classroom. Book was given a brand new home, and Book was very, very happy. The end.
Hi everyone, my name is Taylor Silva. I am the young adult librarian here at the Fall River Public Library, and to celebrate Read Across America Week, I am going to be reading one of my favorite picture books ever, and it is called Pig the Rebel, and it is by Aaron Blabby. He wrote the book and he did the illustrations as well. So here we go. Pig was a pug, and I'm sorry to say, after years of his antics, it was now time to pay. Yes, Pig was condemned to a fate oh so cruel. It was time for the dreaded obedience school. The no-nonsense trainer looked Pig up and down. "I hear you've been naughty," she said with a frown. She listed his crimes, each wretched endeavor. Pig pleaded innocence. "What? Who, me? Never!" "Hush," said the trainer. Her manner was gruff. "Once you're done here, you'll behave soon enough." His class was a mixture of various mutts. They all had their issues, some hyper, some nuts. A gallery of rogues, a real motley crew. "What are you in here for?" "I'm bonkers, and you?" "Class," roared the trainer, "you will learn to sit." I'm gonna try that page again. "Class, roared the trainer. "You will now learn to sit." Something in Pug snapped. He bellowed, "That's it! No school can contain me! Let's bust out of here!" His classmates were stunned, but they gave a great cheer. "Follow me now, friends," shouted Pig to his posse. "Let's split from this joint, and that trainer who's bossy." He mounted his steed, and they galloped apace, but his steed lost its footing and fell on its face. Pig found his feet, though, with startling ferocity. He hurled downhill at amazing velocity. He took out a cake stall. Oh, how those cakes flew! He took out the hot dog guy's new barbecue. His escape was a triumph. It really was. Yup. But wait, hang on. What's this? Hey, watch that last step. And then the gas tank went boom. The sky filled with fur. It looked like the end. Oh, it sure did. Yes, sir. What happened next? Oh, how ends the book? Do you dare turn the page? Friends, do you dare look? Who could survive an explosion that big? Well, one slightly barbecued, pot-bellied pig. These days it's different, I'm happy to say. You've heard this before, but hey, anyway. His fur all grew back. He did not need a wig. And somehow that blast blew some sense into Pig. It sparked a new wisdom, a new way of living, devoting his future to sharing and giving. I know what you're thinking. He's fooling you, kid. He'll never change. But guess what? He did. That was Pig the Rebel by Aaron Blabby. And I hope you all enjoyed and you have a very fun Read Across America week. We'll see you next year. Bye.